first of all, thank you very much. It's a wonderful film, and great to have you here. Everybody here okay? Wonderful. And tell us about the film and what the experience of being nominated for an Academy Award is like. And Julian's going to interpret for you.
Hello.
It's better to have it, yeah. And keep it close to your mouth.
Hello, thank you everybody for being here. Well, it's a great experience for us to be here. It's this film has went all over the world since a year and a half, since it has been taken at the Critics Week at the Festival de Cannes in 2013. And since then, it's going from festival to festivals around the world. And so we're already very happy for that, seeing that many people could have the opportunity to see the movie. And now at the end, being nominated here is of course a very great moment to experience. He's very happy also.
Okay, so tell us about the story. Why this story? Why did you choose to make this film?
Maybe you don't hear him, but he's talking. This idea comes from pretty many years. He was living in China, of course. He's born there, and he went near Tibet a few times, several times, meeting Tibetan nomads. And he came back with this idea of treating subject talking about identity throughout today's globalization, and I think this belief in that subject got bigger when he himself came to live in France. Then he had that mind stronger in his head. So he's saying that this movie, he wanted it to be like some kind of mirror, of a mirror facing us and questioning us on our attitude throughout the kind of world globalization and our own identity, and how does it live into that idea.
And was the choice of using a butter lamp, was that significant to personal stories, perhaps? No, not the title, but the idea of it, having it be that he left a butter lamp to reach out to his mother. Is that something that came from a personal experience?
No, it has nothing it has nothing about his personal life. It's again, I think it's something talking about the identity of that young boy. And actually, people might not know, but in the box there's butter, which is supposed to be in Potala Palace, because there's that lamp, and you put the butter to make the flame stay lit.
Et de plus, en fait, la lampe au butter, c'est une métaphore qui c'est une image, c'est plutôt une métaphore.
And also, so the title butter lamp would be like a metaphor on a light that might turn off.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like to open up for questions from the audience. Have any questions? It's got to be. There we go.
Question in Chinese we can answer also.
All I can say is shay shay, so yeah. Was it scripted, or was it largely improvised, or did you have an idea of the route that you wanted to take the story?
Yes, it was very precise. It was very precise. The screenplay was written by Hu Wei before, and all the Tibetan nomads are non-actor, of course, but each scenes have been rehearsed, and all the actions have been decided.
Oh wow! Okay. Yeah.
Have the actors, the non-actors, have they seen the film? Have they been able to see it?
Yes, they saw the movie. We did not, neither of us brought them the movie, but some people that we know out there brought them the movie. And I think they were quite amazed. I think they did not really, they kind of understood what we were doing because we tried to tell them, but obviously they were still surprised at the results. And they all speak Tibetan. Most of them do not speak Chinese, so Hu Wei had to, the photograph speaks Chinese and Tibetan, since he's Tibetan, so the information was going through the photograph, which was totally on the same track of his role, his character, which is kind of he's kind of the director of the photography, so it was going on the same track for the movie.
And tell us a little bit more about the Oscar experience, the Oscar nomination experience has been like for you.
Pour moi, c'est une surprise.
Yes, it was. He said that it was a big surprise for him, since it is not a classical academic short movie, we will say. So we were happy to see it could go that far, and also we can also say that. Well, we can say that I'm sure you have understood. The motivation to do this movie for Hu Wei never was, or me, never was political. It's a subject. It's talking about tradition and globalization. We already said that. But we have Tibetan people directed by a Chinese guy, produced by a French one. And all that from the forest. If you look at it, you can think, or your imagination can go very fast and think that it's very political, which it was not. But obviously, it was very difficult to make it because we made it in China with Tibetan people, and all that conflict and that political situation kind of went up on top and on above. Was more stronger than us, and it was always a struggle to make that movie, and it was a big fight for several years actually. So really to be here today now is a very pleasant gift for such a long journey and long work.
From the audience, I feel like
Was the film shown in China, and if so, how was it received?
En fait, la première fois qu'il a montré, c'est sur l'histoire de
if anybody didn't hear, she asked, has the film been shown in China and was it well received?
So he went in two Chinese festivals. The first one is Independent Film Festival in Chinese Film Festival in the Chinese Independent Film Festival in which city? Nanjing. I don't even know where it is. Anyway, he got a prize there, and then another festival in China where he got a prize also. So he was for cinema people. He was well received, and actually after that, he even got the Golden Horse Award, which is kind of the Oscar in Asia.
And back here, Patrick?
How long was the actual shoot, and was it difficult to keep the film to this length?
The shoot lasted 1 week, 5 days, and they rehearsed for about the same time before. And how long was it? How difficult was it to make it 15 minutes?
Yes. Like, is there a lot more footage somewhere?
No. There isn't more scenes that you have seen. There isn't thrown away scenes, so it was always very precise. The screenplay is very similar to what the film is now, so it was not that hard to make that time. We could not have done a 30-minute film, and I think it will not work in 30 minutes. I think it's the right time and the right place and ready.
And they're in the blue.
So how was the casting process, and did you know who you were going to use, and did you write the script towards that, or did you find the people after you wrote the script to kind of fit the archetypes that you wrote out?
So the whole cast was made up there in China, near Tibet. He didn't have the families before. Actually, the only person who really was here with us on all of the shootings, since there was 3 shootings and the 2 first one didn't work, only the 3rd one worked, is the photographer. He did the 3 shootings. He got found out there for the first one, and we thought that he would be great, and he followed us all through. And so he looked out for different families and did big casting, getting like almost 100 Tibetan people, and see which one who would want to play, which one could do it, and then fit it into 35 people who did the film.
How did you get involved as a producer?
We met in Paris. Because Hu Wei was doing a 3-month in a cinema school in Paris called the FEMIS, and we met there once, and then he came back in China, and then a year later he came to study and to live in Paris, and so we met again, and he said, well, okay, now I'm here, we can work together, and he had that idea already in his mind.
So you were at the same school?
No, I was not at school anymore.
And what happens next? What's the next project?
We have another short film that we are going to shoot this summer, not in China. It's a total different subject, a total kind of movie. We don't know exactly where we're going to shoot it now. Maybe Northern American, maybe Europe. We'll see. But we're working on the next step.
Similar storyline, kind of idea?
No, it has nothing to do with it.
You're not going to tell us.
I'm not going to tell you. But we will all invite you to see it for sure.
All right. What do you most hope to see or happen next Sunday at the Oscars? When you're walking that red carpet and you're arriving with all the filmmakers from around the world that are so honored. What's the moment you most look forward to?
We don't even know, because we went to Hollywood Boulevard and we don't even know where it's going to happen. We don't know which stairs are we going to climb up, so we really do not know, actually. And we were at the lunch 10 days ago, and when you read the nominees, you see Clint Eastwood, Julian Moore, and all those people, and you look for them and you don't see them, and you say, well, they're not here. And after the lunch, they call everybody to make that big picture, and finally you see them stand up, and you say, oh, he's there, oh, she's there, and so it's I don't know, it will be a big surprise.
Any other more? Yes? Hands? No hands? All right. Is there anything? What's probably the most important thing you want people to take away from watching?
Well, of course, we hope they enjoy it. But what I think is nice, what I like very much in that movie, is that the fact that it is very strict into its form, the fact that the image is very still, and that we have people that we don't know, that is very far, but in some kind of way they treat subjects that you seem very close to, and questions that reflects into your mind. I think all that makes you, the audience, when you see the film, travel, because your imagination is wide open, and you build everything that you do not see. And so I think it opens a big imagination space. And I hope people feel that when they see the film, because I think that's one of the things I do like in the movie, is to just see an image and be able to build your own story of what you see.
All right. Thank you, everybody.